चलो जी चलो आ जाओ, हम खेलने वाले हैं फिर से।
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is one
चलो जी आज
Oswald
नया केस
Jacob
करेंगे।
says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good. Get going.
अबे क्वेश्चन पूछने तो देता। ये है हमारा पुलिस स्टेशन।
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. Catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
एग्जिट
Sounds like
एग्जिट
there's more
सामने।
to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without
चलो जी चले,
asking.
जल्दी करें जल्दी करें जल्दी करें जल्दी करें।
You're on fire today, huh? Very funny.
किधर एग्जिट, किधर एग्जिट,
Come on, my intentions already there. Let's go save the world.
इधर एग्जिट। ओह हमारी नई गाड़ी।
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
हमें ड्राइव करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमें ऑप्शन दी गई है, तो हम ड्राइव क्यों करें, कभी कभी ड्राइव करना पड़ता है।
You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary.
Margaret should show some pride. Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
ओके हम पहुँच गए हैं क्राइम सीन पे।
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle?
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
ओहो हो, तो हमने ना यहाँ पे कुछ ऑप्शंस देखने थे साउंड का। ओके नहीं, गेम प्ले, यस, क्लू एंड्स, विजुअल क्लू, म्यूजिक, ऑटो। ओके ये सब सही है, कल ये सब नहीं था। चलो जी लाइसेंस प्लेट ही नहीं है।
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner.
ओके
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy. Must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value.
जी एक फ्लैग भी मिसिंग है। वाह 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 वाह। चलो जी ट्रंक देखिए। लो जी ये तो एम्प्टी है। कप
This is going to help us.
तो फिर पड़ेगा क्या से? ओके टायर टायर ही लागे लगे। वाह
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
बेसबॉल पई सी ते बेसबॉल दा बैट भी पिया होना। ओह है की ऑरेंज।
Combination wrench. Must have use it to remove the wheel lugs.
ਚਲੋ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੁਰਾਗ ਢੂੰਡ ਲਏ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਫੋਨ ਕਰਨਾ this is
Cole Phelps, batch
what is
1247.
happening
How can I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thank you.
Better see what this Jacobs guy has to say. The car was dumped in his backyard after all.
okay जी
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyway, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
चलो जी पूछिए पूछताछ
Did you
शुरू
see
करिए
who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
झूठ बोल रहा है कि सच बोल रहा है सच बोल रहा है शायद
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
अच्छा जी चलो जी
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
सानू एक बारी देखना पैना है मेरे को कोई सबूत नहीं है सो
You went out to
Doubt.
the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
सच बोल रहे हो
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
ओके ਇੱਥੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਕਨਫਿਊਜ਼ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਡਾਊਟ ਕਰਨ ਡਿਆ
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? You want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Cabrera about signing the forms.
सारे क्वेश्चन सही
When you get the car out of the
और
way,
लेवल
if you could
6
come back
भी
and do something about those kids.
How about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
लो जी फिर फ़ोन करना पैना है.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now. Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
Messages for me, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks for your help.
Okay. Nova mission.
Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
एक कमेंट.
We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character. Your
ਇੱਥੇ
call.
ਹੋਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਸੀ.
You need anything, sir? You just holler.
ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨੀ. चलो जी जल्दी 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 आना. जल्दी जल्दी चलते
You're behind the wheel.
हैं. कहाँ
All
चले?
right.
यहाँ पे
Where to?
चलते.
You can drive. This has
स्किप
gotta
कर
be a
सकते हैं
50th
भाई.
abandoned
स्किप
vehicle call we've
ड्राइविंग
found.
स्किप कर
One
सकते
more
हैं.
and
बहुत ही
I'm
अच्छा
out of
फीचर है
crazy.
भाई. मैं
Not your
ड्राइविंग नहीं
favorite
करने
cases?
वाला.
You
क्योंकि
kidding me?
हम तो
This is barely
GTA
even
वाले हैं.
police work.
हमने तो
All
बंदे
bad
नीचे
guys
दे
in
देने
this
हैं.
city, we
और
can
इसमें
bump the
बंदे
ones who can't
नहीं
even
दे
be
सकते
bothered
नीचे.
to keep what they steal.
क्योंकि हम पुलिस वाले हैं.
News from Washington.
दूसरे गेम्स के मुकाबले ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा शांत काम, थोड़ी सी सस्पेंस, थ्रिलर, एडवेंचरस
Don't tell me, let me guess.
मिक्स है सब
You
कुछ.
were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model four-door, and couldn't help yourself.
वो
You
जाड़ी
could
है.
see yourself in that car and just
तू
had to take
फंसने
a
वाला है.
closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
बतीसी दिखा रहा है.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
फॉलो मी इतना करके पीछे नु को तर पे.
We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do.
ओके सो हुन सानू मिसिंग वाला लभना पैना है.
That's not right.
चलो जी इत्थे
Wrong size.
राइट साइज.
one left. Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
और कुछ है थे और कुछ है क्या अरे 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 नहीं
Look like anything.
कुछ नहीं है कि
It doesn't appear to be connected.
अच्छा कैलिफोर्निया होता है अर्जेंटीना पता नहीं
Doesn't tell me anything.
कि अच्छा फिर वही चक्केगा ना नहीं 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 थल्ले रख दे थल्ले रख दे
No good. We need diplomatic plates.
डिप्लोमेटिक प्लेट्स चाहिए थी इतना फोन भी नहीं हैगा सो हुन ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਪੈਣੀ ਹੈ
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
चलो जी क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know about this?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
झूठ बोल रहे हैं सच बोल रहे हैं सच बोल रहे हैं शायद
So Valdez was just driving
ओह
by
इनकरेक्ट
and he saw the car.
Yeah, something like that. Happens all the time.
गलत हो गया क्वेश्चन
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
है इंट्यूशन यूज करांगे आस्क कम्युनिटी ओके डाउट
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
ओके सही हो गया है
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
हेलो हरमेक पता नहीं है झूठ बोल रहा है कि नहीं इंट्यूशन यूज़ करते हैं ओके सो डाउट
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than
Kadir.
hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude.
पूरी है फुल है
Downside
इंक्रीज गेम वॉल्यूम
They're a
पूरी है
little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling.
Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
ओके जी, हम चले हैं गैब्रियल डेल्गाडो का.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
चल जी, आज एक और पूछताछ की जाए.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater.
God's name would want that. I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talking in color. Look what we have now. Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our Archangel hasn't already flown.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted? What the hell is this guy doing?
Here he is, apartment 3.
Yes.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along are you, Anna?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it gonna be when you go
Souvenirs
into
are a dumb
labor and
move.
he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy. Serving breakfast for 2, Anna? You should have cleared up.
No good to me. Seems irrelevant. Not sure this means much.
Diplomatic license plates.
Circumstantial. I don't think so. Optimistic, Cole. Nope. Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Looks like Valdez gets his wheel back. You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricon that he is a man.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is. If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line? That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine on his wheels.
Hey, keep it down, would you?
You know where the kid
My
is. Let's
little
go
girl just got
stop
to
these
sleep.
clowns and get them off the streets.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
You know the way.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cards?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick, they're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal...
Stay out, Delgado. He's getting away.
Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, your call. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime. Step on him, guys. Take him out. You're gonna lose him. Damn it, Cole, hold it steady.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto. You should speak to the maricon. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention!
Final inspection before liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it. Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sap.
How did he come to California to be a secretary?
Excuse me, the cop they've been talking about on the radio? Want another accommodation?
I think we bust in there and find the goddamn other.
Ordner says it's gonna take at least a week to get an ID. I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time for talk.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Phelps?
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind. Patterson has life insurance. can notify next of kin. What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk. Another day, another dollar.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
It's all yours, Detective.
This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell. Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Courtney, a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Operator, give me dispatch. 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Sorry, Phelps. Do you mind if I get on with this? Another day, another dollar. You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I
And
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. Kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Sabo has no money. This place can't be worth much. Where is the money coming from?
My father left me this house and some money. Lester took out a second mortgage. I held on to the money and kept my mouth shut. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Just one, Detective, from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am. Can you drive to this one?
Where are we going? It's a lucky break getting a partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff?
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going. Takes a degree of moral courage to stop and accept responsibility.
You're not as dumb as you make yourself out to be.
right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
I don't know the way. That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Give it up, LAPD! How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Citizen reports a 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing in a garage makes you a car.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
You're behind the wheel.
So where you want to go?
spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
It's too late, Sabo. Sabo, stop or I will shoot. Last chance to surrender, Sabo.
You come any closer and I will pull the trigger.
How long do you think you can hold out? You want to back off, right?
Fucking asked for it.
We've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
You had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
It's too late, Sabo.
Stop or I will shoot!
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.